Switching to a fully electric car with kids, I've got to be honest with you, it's not something I thought I'd ever be saying out loud, especially coming from driving an Audi Q5 diesel 2 litre for like the last 4 or 5 years. But as you can see from behind me, this is the new Sealion 7 from the guys over at BYD, which is their fully electric family SUV car. I've got loads of questions about what it's like to drive, what it's like as a family car, what it's like to charge, what is the range like. So I thought, you know what, let me just come out here and tell you as much as I physically can. After a few weeks of actually living with it, there are a few things that have actually genuinely made family life a little bit easier for us. First one is the space. The boot is huge. Like everything fits in it without thinking about it. School bags, food shop, even my camera gear, light stands, all of that fits in. And then the back seats. There's loads of leg room and the floors are completely flat, so there's no fighting over who gets the middle seat anymore. All right, so second thing is the tech. Things like the 360 camera. I didn't realize how much I'd actually use it until school runs, parking in tight little spaces, quick stops here and there. It just makes things a little bit easier. And then the screen as well. It rotates, which I thought at first it was a bit of a gimmick, but it's actually pretty cool, I'll be honest with you. Everything's easy to see and easy to use. And the pan roof, it doesn't open, don't get me wrong, but it does let in a lot of light into the cabin as well. So the whole car just feels a lot brighter. And the kids love it, especially when we're going on long drives. Now, the big one is range. Now, I know everyone wants to know what the range is like. Ours is the comfort version, so it's meant to do around 300 miles. Realistically though, we're getting closer to sort of the 170 to 200 miles on a full charge. But honestly, for how we use it on a day-to-day basis, it hasn't really been an issue for us. School runs, gym, work, that sort of stuff. So we're kind of going about just over a week without having to worry about charging it again. So for us, it pretty much works. Charging at home has probably been the biggest shift. You literally plug it in overnight, you wake up and it's fully charged and you're ready to go. No need for petrol station visits, no little detours here and there. You're pretty much good to go. And if you're on a cheaper overnight tariff like we are, it's costing a lot less to fully charge the car as opposed to what it was costing us to put a full tank in our Audi Q5. All right, so now I've obviously spoken a lot about the positives of the car because there are so many of the positives, but it wouldn't be right of me not to address some of the negatives. They're not even negative, some of the small things that I don't like about this car. And if I've got to be honest with you, I've had to think quite hard because there's not much, and the things that I have come up with, they're not even that important. I've got to be honest with you, they're really small. One of the main things about this car that I'm not the biggest fan of is the safety features. Now, I know that sounds quite backwards because this is a family SUV. This is a car that is aimed at families, right? So of course the safety features are quite important, and this car does not lack any safety features. It's got everything from your speed limit awareness thing, it's got lane assist, it's got this little camera right here at the front which kind of monitors the driver to make sure that they are focusing on the road. So like if you like take your eyes off the road for too long, it starts flashing. If you are down here looking at the controls for too long or the screen, it starts flashing. If you yawn, for example, even it starts to detect that you're tired and tells you that you need to take a break. All of these things are amazing, but they do get really flippant annoying. So what I end up doing is having to go into the menu every single time I get into the car and turn the lane assist off. I turn off the speed limit warning off, and then of course I turn off the monitoring system as well. And if you're a dad like me, you're tired pretty much all the time, you're gonna yawn a few times on a drive, right? And every single time it yawns, it does this bleeping thing which gets really, really annoying. The second thing, now this is really small and it's probably not going to be a deal breaker for most people, even myself, it's not that big of a deal, but it's the storage in the car. Stuff like your cup holders and your door bins, they're not that big, so it is quite hard to fit in certain size bottles. I have quite a big bottle and it doesn't fit into the storage bins. My son's just passed me a bottle, 500 millilitres, yep, that fits into the storage, the cup holders, as well as the door bins, but anything bigger, it starts to become a bit of a problem. So again, they're not massive issues, but it's just small things. I think where we had the Audi Q5, that had much bigger door bins before, so those are little things that I've noticed, but again, like I said, is that really a negative though? Who cares, really and truly? Apart from those little things there's nothing major that has stood out to me. Apart from that, the car hasn't really got any flaws. The safety features that I'm complaining about is what makes this car probably a safe option for a family SUVs. I got my son with me, so why not actually get his point of view on this? So guys, obviously you've heard what I've had to say from it, but obviously my 8-year-old son, what would you say about the Sealion 7?
I mean, it has more potential, space.
It's got more potential? What do you mean? It's got more potential than what?
Like in the Q5, we say it's a very cold day.
Yep.
You had seat warmers.
Okay, so we had heated seats at the front, correct.
But if you were sitting
He's cooking
at
here,
the
he's
back,
cooking, he's cooking.
You have 2 seat warmers.
So I haven't even touched on that. So what he's trying to say is basically at the front, well, he's not trying to say it, he said it. The Sealion 7 as standard comes with heated seats at the front as well as ventilated seats for the summer. And the back seats are also heated as well. So if you do have kids in the back, they don't have to miss out, especially when it's cold and stuff, is what he's trying to say. I like that one, that's true, that's true. Obviously as a driver, I don't really get to see that. So it's something I would have missed out on, but obviously, yeah, that's a very good shout. Anything else that you like or don't like?
If your kids are very bored, you also have a sunroof so you can see outside, you can see the sun.
That's
the
true.
Clouds. And you can also close it if it gets too bright.
But I know one of your main features that you like as well.
What?
Right, when this closes, you're gonna find out exactly what it is. Can you open the sunroof for me?
Hey BYD,
I'm here.
open sunshade.
Sorry, I don't understand what you mean.
Alright. Take 4.
Hey BYD,
I'm here.
open sunshade.
Sorry, I'm not sure what you mean.
Okay, this is the thing about BYD. If you want to talk to BYD, sometimes you have to speak loud or clearly.
Or do you know what? Leave it to the driver. Watch this, guys. Hey BYD,
Hello.
open sunshade.
The blind is open.
But
Obviously, BYD is obviously just, loyal to the driver. And obviously I'm the driver and you're the passenger. So maybe that's why it didn't listen to you. But I know that's one of the kids' favourite features. Well, it was, when we first got the car, it was anyway. You guys were abusing BYD and just telling us to do all sorts of things. So it can do quite cool things like, hey BYD,
Hello.
open all windows.
All right.
There you go.
one negative I would like to add. Once you get this car, you're not going to immediately have a charger because there was once time we was driving, it was low on battery.
Like what he's trying to say is when we first got this car, we didn't have a charger at home, so we had to use public charging, which a few things. They're far and few between depending on where you live in the world. Public charging is expensive in comparison to charging at home. Like I said, we've got a charger now at home, but we had the car for about 2 and a bit weeks without a charger at home, and I gotta be honest with you, it was a nightmare. It was expensive to charge. Yes, they were superchargers, so they did charge a lot faster than charging overnight, but they were expensive as hell, and we were paying upwards of like £50, £60 for full charge. So if you don't have any way of having a charger at home, just forget about it, guys. Just go with like a plug-in hybrid maybe, or just stick to your combustion petrol or diesel engines until it gets easier. I would definitely agree with Michael on that point. If you don't have a charger at home, forget it. You don't really notice it in the daytime, but at night, this is when the car kind of comes into its own a bit more. The lights at the back are probably my favourite part, I'll be honest. Especially when you lock and unlock it. It does this little sequence. It's definitely a nice little touch. Even small things like this. When you walk up to the car, the lights come on underneath the mirrors so you can actually see where you're going. Didn't think much of it at first, to be honest. But it's one of those things that, you end up appreciating over time. And then the inside. I know most cars have this already, but the ambient lighting just makes it feel a bit different at night. You can change the colours as well, set it how you want, and obviously the kids love playing around with this as well. It's not something you think about when choosing a car, don't get me wrong, but it does make those evening drives feel a bit nicer. I know that's probably a bit quick and I could go into a lot more detail, but I thought I'd share some of the basic things that are making this car a pretty much decent choice for us so far as a family SUV, a fully electric one as well. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. Have you guys got any experience driving this car? Have you got any friends that have this car? Let me know what your experience has been with the Sealion 7 so far.